is up, everybody? It's okay, and yep, we're doing more Bleacher Report articles. I'm actually really enjoying talking about these articles. I feel like they're pretty interesting. They're pretty entertaining, and I just love talking about basketball in general. So yeah, today we're looking at predicting the top 100 players for the 2020 to 2021 NBA season. This is going to be part one of the series. So let's get started. Notable exclusions. If not for injuries that further to limit their availability or cost them the entire season, each of these players would have received top 100 consideration. Jonathan Isaac, Jeremy Lamb, and Klay Thompson. First of all, isn't Jeremy Lamb's injury, good? Or am I just tripping? And yeah, Klay Thompson, I feel like would be a top 30 player, or even better, if he wasn't injured. But sadly, he is injured. And I feel like this is 2019-2020 because I remember this jersey was for the last season, so I'm confused. Okay, so no rookies because they haven't proven themselves. Just for kicks, here are some second and third year cases who weren't strongly considered but are worth keeping an eye on. Marvin Bagley, Dante DiVincenzo, all that. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. None of them are in top 100 right now, but I feel like they will be later on in their career. Just missed a cut. Harrison Barnes, Will Barton, Aaron Baines, Patrick Beverly, okay, all of these. Wow, that's a lot. But first of all, Lou Williams, Montrez, and D Rose. Even Harrison Barnes, and definitely Evan Fournier. These guys are obviously top 100. Now, I get this is for the next season, but I don't think they would regress that much. I get Marc Gasol not in the top 100. I completely agree. He's regressing a lot. But I feel like they deserve to be in top 100 still. Anyways, 100 to 96. Sexton, Ball. This is on though, because LaMelo isn't in here and LiAngelo already got waived. Bledsoe, Jonas Valanciunas, and Al Horford. Colin Sexton at 100, sure. There's not much to say right now because I haven't seen the players ahead of them, so you can't really judge. Lonzo Ball at 99, sure. EB at 98, sure. Yeah, I agree with these. I think they're fair. Okay. 95 to 91. Jay Crowder, Devontae Graham, Joe Harris, Buddy Hield, and Mitchell Robinson, I'm pretty sure. Jay Crowder at 95, Devontae Graham 94, Joe Harris, Buddy Hield 92, Mitchell Robinson 91. First of all, I think that Joe Harris is not better than Al Horford or Eric Bledsoe. But it's arguable, so I'm not going to go judge right now. I'm only going to judge if I see one that I really, really do not like. 90 to 86. White, Markkanen, Tucker, Bertans, and Capella. Derek White at 90. Lauri Markkanen is also not better than Eric Bledsoe, I feel like. Derek White, he's a solid role player, but I don't think he has much leadership yet. PJ Tucker, yeah, I agree with that. I also agree with Davis Bertans. I think he's a great shooter. Clint Capella at 86, I feel like might be a little low. Jarrett Allen, Josh Richardson, Michael Porter Jr., Mikal Bridges, and Robert Covington. Jarrett Allen, Josh Richardson, Michael Porter Jr. But, the problem with Michael Porter Jr., he hasn't really proved himself much yet. So, you can't really say that he's overrated. So, yeah, you see the potential in him, and from the games in the bubble, he was good, but he hasn't proven himself enough, right? Like that's why Zion didn't win Rookie of the Year. He didn't prove himself as much as Ja did. Mikal Bridges is definitely way too high. I think that Jarrett Allen, Josh Richardson, Clint Capella definitely, Eric Bledsoe, like I said earlier, they're all higher than him. And plus, Mikal Bridges is um he was a sophomore year player last season, so I don't get why I don't think he's in the top 100. Robert Covington at 81, sure. 80 to 76. Ingles, Wall, Adams, Hero, and Dragic. Um, Joe Ingles. Joe Ingles, yeah, sure. John Wall, I agree with this. And even though he's really good, he just came off of that injury, so yeah. He hasn't proven himself, and we're really unsure about his future. So yeah, I agree. 78, Steven Adams. Yeah, sure. Tyler Hero. Yeah, I agree with this. He's a really great rookie, as we saw in the finals. 77 might be a tiny bit high, but overall, I agree with it. Goran Dragic, yeah, ahead of Tyler Hero. Definitely agree with that. 75 to 71. Marcus Smart, Gordon Hayward, Christian Wood, Brook Lopez, and Jeremy Grant. Marcus Smart. I feel like he could be a little bit higher. Aaron Gordon. I feel like he can be a lot higher too. Christian Wood. I can't really say if I agree or disagree. Certainly his numbers were really good in Detroit after Andre Drummond, but we don't know if that's just because he played on a bad team or if it was just like a time where he was good. What if he suddenly drops off, like how he did back in his pre-Detroit days, right, when he was in New Orleans and all that? So I feel like if you can make an argument that John Wall is better than Christian Wood, but yeah. Brook Lopez, 72, sure. He's a great three-point shooter. He can defend the ball. He can block shots. Jeremy Grant at 71. Let's read. I haven't read in a while, and this one's pretty interesting. Jeremy Grant is betting he has the tools to climb up this list. He left Denver for Detroit in search of a larger offensive role after spending his career working predominantly away from the ball as a spot-up option, cutter, and transition threat. The Pistons will presumably give him the opportunity to create for himself, perhaps even further. Look, this is the thing with Jeremy Grant. He got paid. He got overpaid. But that doesn't mean like he's really, really good. Now, I wouldn't say he's high, but he's definitely not low. And we can't, just because he got paid, we can't let that think that he's better than a lot of other players. But I don't think he'll improve that much, but I do think that he'll improve. And if he does turn out to be very overpaid, then that's just another thing Detroit messed up on. 70 to 66. Andre Drummond, Serge Ibaka, Spencer Dinwiddie, Mike Conley, and Wendell Carter. Okay, this is one that I completely disagree with. Wendell Carter Jr. is not better than Andre Drummond whatsoever. Yeah, Andre Drummond, he's been an all-star a few times. He's good. He's a great defensive player. He can score the ball well. He should be way better than Mike Conley and definitely Wendell Carter. Yeah, he has a lot of value. So he hasn't proven. I mean, he has proven himself, but he's not better than Drummond. Mike Conley isn't better than Drummond. Spencer Dinwiddie, you can make an argument. He's a way better offensive player. You can make an argument for that. Serge Ibaka, I would even say, is not as good as Andre Drummond. So that's one I really, really disagree with. Yeah. 65 to 61. TJ Warren, okay, so the two Bogdanoviches, I don't know if that's DeJounte Murray or not, and Kevin Love. TJ Warren, yeah. I think TJ Warren is better than Bogdan Bogdanovic. He averaged more points, I believe. Bojan Bogdanovic, yeah, I agree with that. DeJounte Murray, I feel like, again, I feel like he's going to improve, and the other players are going to regress. But I still think that TJ Warren is going to be better. They're going to be better than him. Kevin Love, he's playing for a terrible team. He's regressing. He's not as good as he was before. I think he's a little high. I think Bojan, TJ Warren, and you could say DeJounte Murray would be better than him. 60 to 56. Tobias Harris, Malcolm Brogdon, D'Angelo Russell, OG Anunoby, and DeMar DeRozan. Okay. OG is one of my favorite players. But honestly, that's a bit high. I'm 90% sure he's not going to be better than D'Angelo Russell. I feel like even if he has the skill to be, he won't get as much chances because right now the Raptors have VanVleet, Siakam, Lowry. He'd probably be the fourth best option, or maybe even the fifth with Norman Powell. And he might be better than Malcolm Brogdon, but I mean Tobias Harris. A lot of people disagree. I think Tobias Harris isn't that good of a defender though, and OG is more. He's a better player all around. If as predicted. And DeMar DeRozan, I feel like he's low. This dude is an All-NBA player from a few years ago. I feel like he's been a snub for All-Star the past 2 seasons. I really hope he's an All-Star this year. And he's still a really good player. I don't even know how he got snubbed from the All-Star game 2 times. And, okay, 55 to 51. Caris LeVert, LaMarcus Aldridge, Blake Griffin, Danilo Gallinari, and Jusuf Nurkic. Caris LeVert, yeah, I could agree. LaMarcus Aldridge, I think, will regress. And, yeah, I think he's going to regress. Blake Griffin, I agree. I think he's going to come back. Danilo Gallinari, I mean, yeah, but, like, right now he's coming off the bench, so not the best place to be when you're trying to get good stat lines or win games. But yeah, I think it might be a tiny bit high, but overall, it's okay. Jusuf Nurkic, don't have much to say about that. I agree. And so, yeah, that is going to be part 1 of our predicting top 100 players. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. You don't see much in the video. You just see me a bunch of talking, scrolling through some websites. That's it. But there's a lot of things in parts and clips that you don't see that I have to take out, and they all take so long. Editing takes a long time, so I would really appreciate it if you click that thumbs up. That's going to be from me, and peace out.